put him on the paper.
Yeah, so he is wanting to go into that counter matchup.
Okay.
And pretty interesting on both sides, right? Both teams feel very...
And yes, it's been nerfed a little bit, but let me just tell you, that's one of the first times I've seen in recent history a PTA on an 80 carry like Aphelios.
Yeah, in solo queue, you typically have options. I've actually seen all Cole
Maybe it doesn't
getting
matter.
incredibly
Maybe
low.
PTA's worth it. It doesn't matter. Ignite's there and it's first blood.
Summoners available, so theoretically should be able to get away from any play that TT made. Cold, though, might be in some trouble.
Well, waiting for the flay to come through, but he hits a trap. Southwind with the 3-man play, flashes away, gets a death sentence. The reposition nets a kill with the 2-man grabbed him. Puff is just going to force them away. Abel still getting the rocket, the zap a bit wide. And careful, because Frigid can re-engage as Aki's there. Puff is healed up. Gravitum connects the flag and drag to save his life. And OMG on the back as well, and Cream has already used the ulti himself. Southwind's now made the roam, the first dragon there. There's a death sentence, and the ulti comes through, the Shadow Surge. Perfect from Captain. Vex with another, it's Reset City. And
too rough of a spot right now. Cold,
might do it. Cold, he's already got 3 deaths, Lyric. I don't want to see a 4th. Chain Chomper's down, but it's Severin with Crescendo, and he's got the ulti available. Puff getting out of there, trying to stay alive, but Aki out of mana, able to finish it off. Cold.
I think they're fine, especially with the fact that they have Herald. And now you're getting to a point where both of your hyper carries are pretty much being allowed to scale for free with the amount of gold they're going to be getting from this play.
And how does that change? Because we talked a lot about OMG wanting to get mid ahead. They wanted Cream to have access to Aki and laners. Hang on. Shanji down in the bottom lane. He thinks he can 1v3. Maybe he's right. Gwen's ulti. A lot of pins and needles there for Southwind, but he shakes it out, looking for his next engage. Frigid with a couple of shots as Super Mega Death Rocket. That was angled for Frigid. He'll back away and OMG get first turret blood, and Shanji's play actually looks like a resounding success.
Yeah, Shanji knowing he can fend them off by so much time. OMG get first turret. They're going to get another charge off. They might even be able to take this one down. New playing on a knife's edge, not too scared. Knows he has Frigid heading down.
Okay, but the Counter-Strike hits as they go through. Doesn't matter. Ulti's there. Abel just knocks him down, and Aki says, thank you very much. A second turret. Lyric, forget the early game. OMG are in the gold lead now. Play zone control, and it looks like TT going to be late to the party. This dragon is kaput. It's going to be one apiece as we go. This moment, but double summon is still available. And while 3 is spotted mid, Lyric, New's finally going to get this turret, get some gold to himself too. That's 300 in the bank for the Divine Thunder again. And that's why we kind of wanted to see Vex, right? The Shadow Surge, the ability to go from such a far distance as there it is, Shadow Surge in, and it's Gloom time! Right on top of Captain in the back line. Cream you can see as well, but a great ulti from Frigid. OMG, 3 members getting pummeled here as New's joining the fight, for Frigid in a bit of trouble. OMG barreling up the mid lane. It's an unleashed power.
Captain TPing towards the bottom lane, so TT want to take this. New off to a flank angle, probably their only hope.
Okay, TP's going to make 5. A 5v5 in the river. Dragon getting hit down. Aki needs to get the smite down, but Frigid's a level down. There's the ulti from Puff, but Dredgeline depth charge into the backline is secured by the J4, but for TT, they're split apart. Puff by himself trying to take out Abel, and he will with the Severum Crescendum. Now it's up to Shanji here, who helps get cleaned up. And rather
2 sides, right? We saw Cold, Shanji going one direction, Abel there as well, trying to all in on Puff, but the other members of TT pretty much single-handedly being taken down by people. This just means they have an incredible underdog story waiting to be written. New right now, taking some turrets. Look at that. There is an objective bounty on that turret. That's more money. Now have New keep pushing, have your other 4 members hold. Let's hope and pray that a dive doesn't come out from Cold and Aki like it looks like it will. Oh, it will. Hysterics, it will.
Flashing over the wall. He's got Frigid. That Crescent Guard's not going to do too much, even with the ulti coming through from Puff. They're in a defensive maneuver, and OMG actually a bit too far forward, but the dredge line, the depth charge from Cold was gorgeous as Shanji stepping up on the rift. Welcome to the LPL, sir. As OMG with his Baron buff, they tell New, you better go home.
Yeah, New having to go for the recall. I think the play he made was correct. You have to go for the turrets on the opposite side. You don't win in these fights, but OMG now should just be able to end.
Well, with the Baron buff, it doesn't look too hard at this point. New gets scattered the weak, and as the last Nexus turret goes down, OMG open their split with a banging win over TT in game number 1.
And just massive credit to Shanji in this game, right? No, I feel like for the side of TT, you have 2 options. You either go for the proactive play. Again, I still would have thought something like a Syndra was fine, instead wanting to go for the global DTF. It's something that gives you early impact on the map, or the same thing they did last time around, setting up this stacked wave for a level 3 potential dive to come out.
But I love the timing. The ward that comes down, New knows, and you can see that Frigid thinking about coming to the top side, but can he survive? Teleport to the turret. Remember, the only place you can go, but it's done. First blood over to OMG, and Captain is late to the show, but the Fridge is on the way. The flash over the wall. Captain won't get him, but even with the stun, it doesn't matter. Frigid buying time, but Aki's still alive, and now the Twisted Fate in the middle of a 1v2. Red card picks it up, but Shanji burns into a crisp. It's a double. Make that 3 kills for the jungler of OMG as the bottom lane continues to ramp up. The LPL just took all the Krugs as well. Cold and Southwind together. This is going to be a 3v3 at the end of the day, but look, Corky over the wall. Cream's hit level 6, and there's a dive already. New can't do a thing. That's a great equalizer as the Destiny comes up, but it might be a little bit too late. Cream's popping him down. The Corky hitting away. What a good dog on a random aeroplane. Who put him there as the kills trade-off? It's a double kill in the end, but is it really the end? A 2-0 start, 2-1 on the Twisted Fate, who's now stuck under a massive wave under the turret. This is not over, folks. Cold comes on in, and it's going to be another one for Cream.
Thanks to Threat in the straight up 2v2 in bot lane, which is why they need to commit 4 men to look for these plays. Captain coming over for the dive. Frigid is going the long way around, though.
Gold card's going to hit. It's onto the support. Cold and Able trying to get out of there, but you're right. Frigid's there, ready for the kick. Into 2. Perfectly done, and it's as easy as that. Red card, pick any card, and Puff ends up picking that one. A well-executed dive.
All in on to find an advantage and to find ways into this game, right? Frigid is going to pick up Dragon. Sadly, no static shield sold here today.
Lyric.
But man, this is rough.
He's 40 CS behind. He's getting proxy. Literally playing Cinch.
And he took his job, and he took his job.
He took his job. He took his job. Oh, Sean. New's 2 levels behind. Aki has a full completed item, and all they need is a pierce.
New's a level behind Aki.
He's going to get hit up as well, and you're right, the jungler's there. No! That's insult to injury. That's pure bullying, and schools won't have it.
Yeah, now we're going to see if DT can react on the bot side. Puff's ultimate, not even getting damage off on minions, just doing absolutely nothing. They are going to bring Frigid down to the bot lane to try and get some more damage off, but I think OMG's bot lane can just start backing off. Cream is TP, Shanji is TP. OMG are going to get this turret for free, and they should be able to counteract any bot side play. Like how tilted he gets when he gets camped, right? They know that level. That's why Aki is just going for this again and again.
Why is he back? Okay, I like it. Thank you for being realistic and not telling me that it's very easy, or, you know, that it's easily, it can be doable. Aki now in the bottom lane. Puff and Southwind in a bit of trouble. Frigid shadowing. And he's actually going to go on in. Aki with the Crescent Guard. Sonic Wave does connect. The kickback to disengage, but Cold's on the way. Shanji has his ultimate as well. And the red carpet ready to be laid down. It's 40 seconds away from Dragon, and OMG are exactly where they want to be. But hey, I want to say one thing. New is in the top side, and he has 68 CS. New is left alone. As soon as Aki or Shanji are on the rift, New can smile again. But maybe not Puff.
Cold?
No. Maybe not Puff. That's a great equalizer onto the back line, but Frigid does turn it around with the help of Southwind. Under turret, the Cannon Barrage is doing work as well. Captain gets one too. That's great for TT. You give him...
I think they feel like they have enough advantage they can look for it. I feel like the ultimate problem with TT at this point in the game is they just...
I feel like they can just walk in and set this up for Inner. Like, look at him. Aki doesn't care. He's just on top of Puff. That's an equalizer. Puff burning down. The rocket slips through. And TT can't catch a break. Aki's still healthy enough, and they might just use it for an inhibitor turret.
You're going to send GP back. I think you're starting to look towards top side. Captain should be able to get some good damage down on this turret. I'd like to see TT, you know, make their way into their top side jungle, start clearing some of these wards. But man, this push from OMG is just so massive.
Yeah, it's so huge. New sitting down here, doesn't want to be anywhere near. Make Inferno Bomb used, but Cream just runs up. I mean, he's in the middle of 4 people. And Shield Bow may be nerfed, but it's still strong enough. Look at the damage. Abel's free-firing. New dies for the 6th time, and honestly...
Not necessarily just like, hey, they went top, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been control from OMG. You got to give them... Probably going to be defensive. Because even though that turret's a little bit low, Shanji has ultimate. And New, I think you'd learn your lesson. Quickness is used. He's knocked up. New just probably not having a great time. He's burning down. He survives. Oh, no, the ulti. Oh, the ulti comes in. Cole's now going to be the target, but that's just the support. Southwind has been left behind. Wait. The 5K mark, so it feels like nothing's really changed. That as Puff takes a big one.
12 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 12 minutes of pain. I mean, look at this. Cream auto attacks. Frigid. Now being sent sideways. New teleports in. Baron's going down quick. There's the Mega Inferno Bomb onto Abel once again. Captain's going to try this. Frigid as well. 1 HP away. Doesn't get it as he Sonic Waves through. It's Smite down and Cole now on the chase. Shanji's already unleashed hell and New is ready to die again. It takes one more auto as Cream picks up a triple kill. There's a Penta in the base, but OMG, they're playing this one by the books. It's such a big gold lead, Lyric, and such an easy game for them to close out.
Yeah, OMG just keep pushing with these Baron minions. You know they should be able to get this inhibitor turret, potentially even 2. Their health bars are somewhat low if they don't feel comfortable continuing to stay in the fight, but Cream still wanting to put the damage out. We did talk. One of the big highlights of Cream is he's always willing to take initiative.
Wow.
It's just stat stiff, Hysteric. It's just stat stiff. They have too much money. They have too many items.
I mean, they're taking damage. The Cannon Barrage comes out. 5 members of TT are alive, but Abel's able to pick up the turret, and Frigid's still at half HP. Bit of healing will come through as Arky starts the front line, but Abel's taking more than he needs to. Pick any card as Arky takes a Sonic Wave. And there's the equalizer on top of Frigid, on top of Puff in the back line.
Well, the second big one didn't connect.
Not all the big ones connect, all right? It's only once in a few. You watch this from Cream as they go in for the final fight, and TT on death's door. Puff destroyed. And look, you know what? This is a fun way to end because as Cream goes down in the Nexus, Shanji's back here again, burning them down. 4 bounties on OMG and a 2-0 to kick off their LPL 20.
Hello everyone, welcome to the interview, and now we have invited Shanji, the top laner from OMG, to join us. So Shanji, congratulations on today's win, and you got the both MVPs for the 2 games. So tell us more about how do you feel at this moment, and are you satisfied with your own performance? Hello， 山西，恭喜你们今天恭喜你们今天2比0非常顺利拿下比赛的胜利，而且你也是2局都当选了 MVP。所以说想问一下，对今天整体的一个表现满意吗？因为这也是你的 LPL 首秀。
还行吧，就感觉队友打得都挺好的，然后给我创造了很好的就是那种输出空间，然后很荣幸的拿到2个 MVP， 感谢我的队友。
So actually, I feel quite satisfied with my own performance, and also I really would like to appreciate all the teammates because they really made me the room to like do all the damages in all the team fights. So I think all the teammates, they performed so good. So I really would like to give my appreciation to that. But besides that, your performance is also very gorgeous. And I want to talk a bit more about the game 1 because it feels like TT actually got some leads in the laning phase, especially around the bot lane. So tell us more about the mid-game communication from you guys in order to just get a perfect win in 22 minutes. 那其实也想问一下山鸡关于第一局的内容，因为我们感觉 TT 好像在对线期通过下半区有建立一些优势，所以说也想问一下你们可能在第一局中期是怎么样的一些沟通啊，或者说交流，能够让你们在中期很快的把握住局面，22分钟就拿下比赛胜利的呢？
就我们在我们阵容抢自己打架吧，然后前期小崩点也没关系，我们会就根据局势来判断哪波能打，哪波不能打，然后打回来。
So although we didn't manage to get some leads in the early game, but we didn't worry about that because we feels like we need to fight in when our draft, our composition is strong. So even though we didn't manage to get some leads in the early game, but we still made some communications and try to like communication on which team fight we need to fight. So with that, we were able to have a win for game 1, and also for game 2 is quite one-sided. And I think the leads started from the top tower dive with you and also Aki, and you were able to get 3 kills for the team. So tell us more about the early game strategies between you and Aki. 那其实说到第2局，我们感觉也是比较一边倒的。那可能前期的一个优势就从你和阿 K 的一波上路越塔就建立起来了。当时你们是一共打出了一波1换3，非常的漂亮。所以说，能不能和我们说一下当时是怎么样的一些可能安排呀，或者说你和阿 K 有怎么样的一些交流呢？
当时就觉得我们两个人就选出来的时候，我们两个人组合很强，然后就在上路打。如果这边来了卡牌，我们就也都不怕的，然后我们就勇往直前，两个人见人就上。对。
So actually, after our draft was settled, we feels like we have already made that strategy that Aki and I, the two of us, were able to get some very aggressive tower dive from the very beginning. Even though the opponent's mid laner Twisted Fate, he may join this battlefield, but we still got enough confidence that we were able to get win in the early game skirmishes. So we, for our communication, we just talked to each other that we can do more aggressively and we can make some team fights. So with that, we were able to get the win and also get some leads from the early game. Yeah, definitely the game 2 was very perfect from you guys. And also tell us more about the synergy with this new team with this OMG. And also I'm very curious about your personal goal for this new split, because in today's game you have already shown you really got a very good ability. 那其实山鸡这个赛季也是来到了新的队伍嘛，所以说我们也比较好奇，可能和 OMG 整体的一个配合磨合是怎么样？你有怎么样的一个评价？同时，这也是你来到 LPL 的第一个赛季嘛，那已经为我们展现出了一个很好的表现，所以想问一下，你有没有什么个人的小目标呢？
就感觉来这里就感觉适应的还挺快的吧，然后就对我们每个人对自己该干的事情也就都很清楚，我们每个人，然后所以我们今天能赢下，然后小目标吧，就上个赛季OMG进季后赛了，这个赛季就4强吧。
So I think in this new team, we were able to have a very good synergy because all of us just were able to know our missions in the actual games, and we were able to all of us were able to perform so good. So I really think we have very good synergy. And also for my personal goals, because for the last place, OMG were able to get into the playoffs. So my goals as I want to get into the semi-final for this spring split, and definitely we're looking forward to that. And congratulations again for today's win. 但是再次的恭喜你们，也希望你接下来也能在 LPL 大放异彩，加油！
加油！
Yeah, and this is the end of our interview, and back to our casters. Bye bye.
拜拜。
Thank you to Wendy.